Mount Kailash, Lord Shiva's Adobe, and the shores of Brahmaputra, Indus, Sutlej, and Karnali River is the sanctum sanctorum, known as the center of the earth and the stairways to heaven. Keep watching this video until the very end, because I will be sharing some suggestions with those who want to visit this Mount Kailash on a trek or on a holy visit. Now, let us examine some mythical facts about the Kailash Parbat that will astonish everyone. Let's look at the first mythical fact. Kailash mountain is unclimbable. Over the years, many courageous mountaineers have attempted to reach the summit of the Kailash Parbat, but no one has ever reached the Shiva's Adobe. Meddling with the divinity of the sacred mountain is a forbidden deed, according to Hindu sculptures and Vedas, because it will disturb Lord Shiva, who resides in Kailash with his spouse and Nandi. Mount Kailash, like I said prior, has a long-standing history of various unsuccessful attempts to scale the mountain. Some of the explanations suggested for the failure of the Kailash Parbat trekking trip includes mysterious pathways that mislead trekkers, AMS or altitude mountain sickness, abrupt unpredictable weather conditions, and trekker unwillingly deviating with the indirect directions. According to the Tibetan folklore, in the 11th century CE, a Buddhist monk known as Milarepa succeeded in reaching the summit of Kailash Parbat. In fact, Milarepa is the only sage or person who has successfully ascended Mount Kailash. This is why his name will live on throughout the long and rich history of the Kailash Parbat. But, however, when he came back, he sternly warned other people not to climb this mountain, as it will disturb the god resting on top of the peak. The second point, Mount Kailash is the center of the earth. Wait, before making any assumptions, you all just hear me out. Kailash mountain is regarded to be the center of the earth. This is something that is stated in several Vedas. For instance, in the Ramayana, several studies have revealed that this heavenly peak is the center of the earth and is linked notably throughout the world. The historic landmark in England, Stonehenge, is 6,666 km away from Mount Kailash. The same dimensions apply to the North Pole, which is likewise 6,666 km away from Mount Kailash, while the distance precisely doubles with the South Pole, which is 13,332 km away from the top of Mount Kailash. The third reason, mythical link between heaven and earth, according to Mahabharata and other Vedic literature of the Indian origin. The Pandavas climbed Mount Kailash with Draupadi to attain moksha. Everyone except Yudhishthira slid one by one while ascending the cliff on their way to their journey to heaven. The portal to heaven is said to have opened just for Yudhishthira. This pyramid-shaped Kailash Parbat's four slopes face the four directions of the compass, making it the pinnacle of perfection. The disciples of various religious groups are certain that this is the path to heaven. The fourth point, one can even witness time travel over here. Yes, you heard me right. Those who have visited the holy mountain have reported rapid growth, especially in their hair and nails. The development of nail and hair, which normally takes approximately 2 to 3 weeks, occurs in just 12 hours a year. The mountain air over here contributes to the accelerated aging process, and nobody knows the reason why. These testimonials about the Siberian climbers backs up this allegation of this time travel. After trespassing the forbidden line, the group of these Siberian climbers experienced aging by a few decades. All those climbers died within a year due to the leap of age. This certainly piques my interest and leaves me perplexed about what is with all these concepts about time travel that's happening within this Kailash Parbat range. Since we are on the topic of time travel, I think so this is a feasible time to ask you all that do you really believe that time travel is possible? And if yes, do you think someone from the past have traveled back or further in time? Leave a comment below and let me know what you think about this. And also, would you like me to make a video on what time is, or a video that will explain about time according to various Vedic scriptures that we have? If yes, please leave a comment below for that also, so that I can start my work on that topic. Now, let's talk about the fifth and the last point about Mount Kailasha, the Adobe of Lord Shiva. The uncanny resemblance of the lake with sun and moon. One would come across two lakes at the foot of the peak of Mount Kailasha, which is Mansarovar and the Rakshastal. The Mansarovar has a circular form that mimics the sun, whereas the Rakshastal has a crescent moon shape. The beauty of these lakes are breathtaking. I have never visited Mount Kailash, but while looking at these images itself, I wish I could ever get a chance to visit this place. This place makes me believe that God is magnificent and His creation is paramount to anything that humans can ever make. Also, did you know that this is the world's highest freshwater lake? And since we are in this topic, let me take a couple of minutes to talk to you about these lakes, because just in the last sentence I had mentioned that this is the highest freshwater lake. As a result, we all may have reasonably assumed that these both lakes are freshwater ones. But no, that's not the case. This is where we humans can even begin to comprehend the beauty and the mystery of nature. The lakes are sun and moon shaped. The crescent moon shaped Rakshastal lake is it is a saltwater lake. Yes, and it is believed to be created as a result of Ravana's religious practices that he made to appease Lord Shiva. Saltwater lake resembles the crescent moon, and that's why this lake is called the Rakshastal, because it was created due to Ravana. Both of these lakes represent the light and dark, the good and the negative energy that surrounds us, that surrounds the people whom we love, and even that surrounds our whole earth and the universe. Every year, numerous devotees make their trek all the way to Mansarovar, believing that this would cleanse them of their sins and heal them of all their disease. Now, as I had suggested at the starting of this video, that I would be sharing some insights with those people who are planning to visit Mount Kailash. The thing I would like to talk about is that what would be the best time for you to visit Mount Kailash, so that you can have the best experience that you will ever have in your life. Many saints, sages, demons, researchers, and even tourists have traveled this alluring Mount Kailash over the centuries. However, no one has risen to the top until now. Various pilgrimage tour operators organize treks to this religious mountain until it is till the safe permit limit. But to reach there also, you have to endure the bone-chilling temperature that remains chilly all year round. But the best time to visit this enormous Mount Kailash Parbat, however, is from mid-April to June and from September to mid-October, when the weather is favorable and there is no rain, which is in fact the main barrier throughout this trek. To observe the mysteries of God's creation, one must visit the Mount Kailash Parbat at least once in their life. And this is one of my to-do list that I have to do, like within the next 2 to 3 years, that's for sure. With this in place, we have reached the end of this video. Before I conclude this video, I would like to remind you all to take care of yourself and your surrounding while we strive to make this world a more better, peaceful, beautiful and a loving place for everyone. Thank you.